guys, I'm Nick,
And I'm Kat.
and you're listening to...
Just two people pleasers. Yay, we did it!
We're here after 1 year of planning and going back and forth and saying, is this logo okay? Whose name should go first? And the intro. And
We also spent like 30 minutes beforehand planning this entire thing of like, should I say this or you need to say that? And blah, blah, blah.
But like, only if it's okay with you, like, it's okay with me, is it cool? Yeah, so we're here. We did it.
But the main reason we're gathered here today is to mourn the passing of our favorite craft store, Joann's.
Our one and only, our true love.
Yeah. Because we both got into crochet, and Joann's is the best store with all the yarn. And then they're like, what if we just closed every single store?
Mm-hmm. And gave us, what, 2 months? We have 2 months to get everything we need. And possibly something like a fixture.
Yeah.
Or one of each bag, so that... Because we'll never get them again. They'll be like the Trader Joe bags in 6 months.
Oh
or they'll cost like $500.
Do you remember?
That was nuts.
Because we kind of had like a little bit of mourning because all of our stores around us were part of like the first liquidation.
True.
And it was just like, oh, okay, but then I can still order stuff online, or I can drive like an hour to the other Joann's. And then a couple days ago, another company bought it and was like, we're closing them all till May, bye.
It didn't hit me until Kat texted me and said, you can't order online for pickup anymore. And I said, it's happening. And then Rewards was canceled, and I was like, my denial could not be denial anymore.
I saw on TikTok people saying like, oh, the liquidation sale isn't going to be as good as like the sales that are happening before the liquidation. So like the day before the sales were starting, I did like an online in-store pickup thing with like, I think it was like 30 things of yarn, and it was a giant trash bag. I lugged that shit all the way to the car.
And what did that...
Yeah,
and some
like,
lady stopped her,
Yeah, some lady stopped and was like, oh, stocking up. And I was like, they're going out of business.
Or she said, oh, you're making something, that big project ahead of you. I'm like, you know what? Mind your own business, lady.
It was a little condescending.
It really was.
Yeah, I was like, leave me alone. I'm just minding my own business. I do have an entire see-through trash bag of yarn, but...
But she makes killer plushies, y'all. So, like, if she could only see... She would want to buy one. I guarantee you. That very lady, if she saw something that you had made,
she'd be like, oh.
She'd be like, how much?
But, yeah, I feel like she'd also be like, oh, that much? Even though I'm, like, selling an arm and a leg to make
enough.
it. But...
Yeah, like 3 hours of work for, like, close to nothing. It's unbelievable.
And she's like, what if I, like, spit in your face and take it? Thank you.
She's made kids all over our part of the world very happy with her plushies. But yes... So we will enjoy what time we have left with our precious.
We're planning on going sometime this week.
Absolutely.
Probably not for the last. Because people on TikTok are like, here's my last Joann's haul. And I'm just like, I'm gonna go. I'll be like, oh, it's the last one. And they'll be like, but like, what if there's something else now? Like, what if the sale's better? What if I could buy like, I don't know, a stick that's on the floor that's better?
Or like a random sign just like put up in my room that says... What do they say? Is it handmade with love or something? Is their tagline?
I think so.
Something like that. If I just get like like a wall-sized poster from the store, that's like I had to have one empty wall in my room. That could be it. Could be my Joann's wall.
Imagine.
I'm dedicated to Joann's. Whenever they were founded to 2025.
We're coping in the best way we can.
You know, we're trying. I mean, you guys are just here for the ride with us at this point, so.
We cannot afford therapy, so we're just starting a podcast.
We're here. Yeah.
It was probably the same amount of, probably to get all the equipment was the same amount as like one therapy session.
So that means you too out there, you too, can make a podcast for just the cost of one therapy session.
And you have to be super funny.
And super extroverted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, like, have motivation to actually do it.
Oh, yeah, actually sit down and, like, say you're gonna, not just say you're gonna do it, like, actually use the equipment. Yeah. So, I'm proud of us for getting to this point.
I think I'll be super proud of us when we, like, posted it.
Oh, fair enough.
And then if we record again.
Yes. So if you're listening to this,
record again. Yeah.
And there's like more than one episode out, then
we made it.
Then we did it.
We did it. Congratulate us.
Yes. In the comments, like, subscribe. No, we're not there.
Ring that bell.
Every single YouTube video.
Yeah.
To the point where like we get it, okay? Maybe someone doesn't want like.
Yeah, especially like the ones that like, because I play a lot of video games, so like if I'm like I need to find this specific thing, and then like you do it, and it's like a 15-second video, and the first 5 is like, hey guys, welcome to my channel, and it's also always like, like it's like the microphone is somewhere in space.
Absolutely.
And they're like, welcome to my channel, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just want to know how to get this one item, please.
Can we just get to the video, please? And now ads are like every 2 minutes, so it's like I'll be chilling to some nice, I don't know, nature, whatever I watch when I'm crocheting, or like some kind of cool documentary, and then it's like, but you need to get this new pill and cure your depression. I'm like, you know what, I'm okay, thanks.
I mean, I'm not, but
I'm not,
that's not
like,
gonna help.
That's not gonna help me. So don't interrupt my. Can they at least couple the chill? I think we got AI now. With AI, you should be able to couple chill ads with chill videos.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's just kind of just in your face now.
Yeah, I get like the same like movie, especially when they're like really promoting a specific movie. I will get that one over and over and over, and I'll like go skip it, and it's just like, oh.
You can recite it basically word for word by the time the movie
Yeah.
comes out, and then you don't want to watch it because you've seen it so much.
When Wawa first came out with pizza,
oh my gosh, don't get me started.
everywhere, it was on signs everywhere, the YouTube videos everywhere, it was Wawa has pizza.
Did you
and
know?
It's made fresh, and it was just a whole thing. Like I had the whole thing memorized. Like I was reciting.
And you go in the store and it's like there's pizza
Yeah.
hanging from the ceiling, and on the app the first thing that pop up is this giant picture of a pizza.
And you can tell it's really good because they always have $5 off online. So it costs like $2 for a pizza.
Yep.
That's how good the Wawa pizzas are.
They were confident in it because every Wawa I went to during that time, they were giving out samples of pizza.
Oh
Say,
my
hey, you
God.
want a free slice of pizza? So apparently they were so confident in it, they were like, try it before you buy it.
I mean, I tried it once and I died, but
Oh no.
I mean, I
Well,
didn't like die.
But like, you know, us.
I wouldn't repeat it. Not
Chronic-
a repeat performance.
Yeah. Chronic illness besties out there, you get what we mean.
Yeah. Yeah. We
That's the other thing we have in common. Yeah. To go on our Venn diagram.
Yeah, before we started recording, we were going on a thing of like, what do we have in common with each other? Because we have a lot of things not in common. But
A lot, yeah.
But we have some things that are in common, like chronic illness.
Yep.
And crocheting.
And our love for fictional men.
It's a problem, but... and our love for watching bad movies.
Oh my gosh,
whether they be
hate watching is the best watching. That'd be a whole episode.
We went on like a rom-com kick, and like there was one that I watched and then rewatched with her, and I was like, wait for this part, wait for that part, and then you did like the reverse, and like there were times that I audibly like I dropped the crochet that I was doing and stood up and I was like, what is happening?
Like ran to the TV.
There was one point, I ran at the TV and pointed at something. I was like, look at that, what is happening?
Hook down means it's serious, guys.
Yeah.
The hook goes down, it's only for most important of times. We got sidetracked a little, didn't we? But in the best way.
But Joann's died so that Duolingo the owl could live.
So yeah, catch us up on that, because that's something that I very strangely did not know what was going on until my Duolingo app was just him dead with like the crosses over his eyes. And I was like, okay, I've been doing this I have a 1.5 year something streak going, and all of a sudden Duolingo dies. So I go on social media and I'm like, what happened?
I don't even know, really. I was watching like the news, and they're like, he's dead. And I was just like, this made it on the news.
He made the news, guys.
Yeah, but the day we're recording this, I was on TikTok, and like he jumps out, it's like a plastic coffin thing that he unzips himself from,
Mm.
and he comes out, and then like it's a video, and he says, "Y'all really think I'd let a Cybertruck take me out?" Which apparently that's how he died.
Mm.
He got hit by a Cybertruck, and then the hashtag is Duolingo has risen. We got a modern day Jesus.
All right.
And he's also like, he's a real boy.
Don't like that at all.
He comes out, and he's a real man.
This is live reaction for me, at least.
Legends never die.
He's in the back of a truck with rose petals?
Yes.
All right. And interesting.
And then the zoom
then
in
just
of Legends Never Die.
It's
It's
so I guess
great.
he's okay now.
So he's doing good.
And he's skinny? Or now he's suddenly human?
Yeah, I think.
Or both?
I don't know. And then he posted another thing. Duolingo. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Saying faking my death was a test and you all passed. And then I guess they changed their profile picture again. So I don't know. He's God. I guess he's risen. He has risen and he has laser eyes.
I see.
So,
If there was a Duolingo Dragon Ball, that's exactly the face that
yes,
you'd be making.
exactly.
If that helps anyone. If you have Duolingo, check your phones. See if your icon changed.
I never downloaded the Duolingo.
No?
I was like, oh, I want to learn another language, and then I just was like, all right, well, I'm calling it a day.
Fair enough. It's really great for vocab and for like drilling specific things you want to work on. And like I study Japanese, so it's good to practice the alphabet and all that. But it's the same as any other learning platform. You're gonna learn like pretty textbook Japanese and whatever, Spanish, Italian. So, but it's really fun. They have like radio shows now. Apparently, some of the Duolingo characters have their own little mini podcasts, and they interview people, and then you have to listen to the interviewee's dialogue and then answer questions about it. So,
Okay.
so there's gonna be a quiz at the end of this podcast. Hope you're listening.
Yeah,
intently.
we went to the same high school, which we got to talk about our origin stories.
Sorry, Lord,
but-
got a lore
but
drop a little bit.
Before we lore drop, because we both have ADHD. Or, I have it.
It's contagious.
Yeah, it probably is,
Absolutely.
honestly. We share the same
One brain cell.
one brain cell that has ADHD.
Yes.
We both had, we both went to the same high school, and we had to take 2 years of a language, and they made you use Rosetta Stone.
Oh my gosh,
Which
what a
was-
throwback.
It was so weird. Like, it wasn't bad, but I don't think I learned anything from it.
Mm.
Like, that was the primary way that they were trying to make you learn it. But then someone in my class found out, like, you could, like, hit the bottom and it gave you the answers.
From then on, no one learned anything.
Yeah,
During
yeah.
those sessions, yeah.
But there was one thing that, because with Rosetta Stone, like, there's some parts that you have to, like, say it, like, say
Yeah.
the word, and it'll be like, yeah, you said that right. There was one word that it wouldn't take it, no matter how I said it, even if I put, like, the biggest German accent I could on, it was like, no, and that was Spülbecken, which is sink.
Haunts
In
you to this
German.
day.
And yeah, what? And, like, I couldn't do it, and it got to the point that I was like, all right, brother, can you help me? He couldn't do it, and then my
Oh my
mom did it,
gosh.
and she got it. So everyone in my family knows Spülbecken, and will never forget it because Rosetta Stone hates me.
So you're saying 6 months from now, when we're famous, we're just gonna have T-shirts.
Spülbecken.
And then I'm very small below it, the People Pleasers podcast. Absolutely, I'm
Yeah,
putting
I'm
that out
making
there.
merch. I'm
Oh
making
my
merch
gosh,
ideas already.
yes. Oh, I love that. This is a new lore drop for me. We've known each other since 2014 ish.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we met freshman year of high school, but
Okay.
and I mean we were like friendly, but not like
Yeah, like
because
same
we
friend
had
groups.
we had the same friend groups, but like yeah, and then junior or senior year
I think it was probably junior.
we We trauma bonded.
Absolutely. Friend groups crumbled.
Yeah.
And then we were like, did you see that? Did you see that?
And also where we went to school was like further away than like other high schools near us. So a lot of our friends were like the other way, so it'd be even farther away.
True.
So we were closer to each other, so it's kind of like, oh my god, it's not going to take 30 minutes to get to your house? Let's hang out.
Yeah, right? And the rest is history. And here we are.
Yes.
We should have done that, like, 10-year friendiversary cake thing.
Well, I mean, if we go by, when did we do the music video? Was that senior year?
It's a good question. That was senior year. So if that was, like, the official start of...
Then that was, like, 2015, 2016.
So this year.
So, I mean, we can still do it. Oh my god.
There we go.
We get, like, a gluten-free cake, and it's just like, we did it.
We did it.
We survived.
Just a little 10. We'll blow out the candles. We'll put them, like, far enough apart so that we can each blow out one of the numbers, you know? So that...
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What were we supposed to be talking about?
Us.
Yes, that's right.
Us as people.
So we talked about how we're very different. Different hair color, different, like views on things, and just in general, very, like, opposite personality types.
You're gluten-free.
Yes, I'm gluten-free.
And most of my safe foods are gluten.
It's hilarious.
And I also love sweet things.
Yes.
And
I'm a salty gal.
Yeah.
So
like, whenever I go over her house, I bring my own little snacks because I'm like, these are my safe foods. They're not going to hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't want to,
Yeah, it's sweet. And then when I come over your house, I get a little, like, charcuterie board of gluten-free snacks. And she always has water with me. I have pots. So I constantly need to be drinking water. So she always has at least one bottle prepared.
Yes. And I mean, and surprisingly, I wasn't, like, specifically trying to buy gluten-free food.
Yeah.
But then I, like, looked in the fridge and the pantry and I was like, oh, these are gluten-free. Okay, let me grab them all.
Yeah, it's so funny. You get so excited. You're like, oh my gosh, I have a new snack for you to try. And I'm excited. I get to, like, do those videos where people buy snacks from, like, all over the world or whatever, and they do unboxings. I feel like I'm doing my own little unboxing.
Just the random things that I found on sale. Because most of the things that I have, it was like, oh, that was on sale.
Yeah.
Or that was on sale.
Because who's gonna buy strawberry corn gluten-free puffs, right?
Yeah. It was like a winter thing, so it was on sale because it was past winter-ish.
They were yummy. They tasted like almost like not Kit Kats, Pocky, like strawberry Pocky. I thought they were yummy.
But... I have more. I brought one down.
So after this episode, you guys won't get to partake, but I will get to have a bag. It's my reward for finally recording episode 1.
Yes, I bribe her with snacks. I'm like,
Absolutely.
come over. We can record and you can eat food.
And I'm there. Get in my car and I go. I warned her today. I was like, it's been a rough one today. Just be prepared. But yes, you can cut that one out. Being too honest on episode 1. But yeah, so we met in high school. We graduated high school. And then we went to college, and then we would, like, visit each other. Then when we graduated and COVID hit, that's when we really bonded.
Yes, we were in the COVID class in college and didn't have a graduation.
Yeah. Then they try to make it up. Then there's my love life, which can be for another time. That's another way that we bonded. In high school, we dated the same guy a summer apart.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh.
And we're all best friends now.
Yeah.
It's honestly amazing because it's a high school relationship.
Yeah, so it's
what,
just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
And I mean, yeah, me and him dated for like a month, exactly. It was a whole big thing, but yeah, you know.
I know.
Yeah. You won't, listener,
but if you leave a comment, maybe we'll know.
If you get this video to 3 billion likes, maybe I'll tell you.
There we go.
3 billion.
3 billion, which has never been done in the history of the world. But then we will reveal all our secrets.
But then at like 2, we'll reveal something else.
Yeah.
Got different tiers
Oh
of
my gosh.
origin, or, lore.
Lore drop. Like thresholds, like on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
We reach a certain goal. Get more cool stuff. Oh my gosh. So, high school, COVID, and then about a year ago, I don't remember whose idea it was.
I think it was like both of ours, kind of.
Just like kind of like, oh, I was listening to this podcast, and I was like, I could do that. Okay, this is another lore drop from me. I was babysitting my ex's cat, which was our cat, but then he got it in the quote unquote, my friend group calls it the divorce.
And you were paying child support.
And I was paying child support for about 6 months, and then I was like, she's your cat now. But he went away for vacation, and I was babysitting. She did not get along with our current cat. That was a time. So I had to basically live with her locked in my room for a week. And then we have weekly crochet time, and crochet time still had to happen, but I warned Kat. I said, like, hey, we can crochet, but it's just me and my cat in the room, and my room's a mess. So I think it was that day we listened to a podcast, and I was like, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember distinctly, like, because we listened to, like, the tail end of one, because I was like, I can't crochet in silence. So you were like, oh, just put on whatever you want.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm halfway through this one. So we listened to that, and then we listened to another one. And, like, after both of them, you're like, we could do that.
Yeah. Like,
And
we're
I was like,
we're kind of funny, and we're weird.
Yeah. And we'll have, like, interesting conversations, and then at the end, we'll just be like, oh.
We should have recorded that.
Yeah.
Like, before we recorded this, we had at least 3, like, 20-minute segments of just amazing back and forths, and, like, we're hilarious.
To an audience of 2.
To an audience of just us and your lovely cats.
Yes. Which, who knows? They're not here, but
They're scared of me still, but that's okay. We'll get
but they're getting acclimated.
slowly.
We'll get them. Well, because I have 2 black cats, and I love them. They're my children, and the one's named Thackeray from Hocus Pocus, and then the other one was named Lilith when we got her, and I couldn't think of a better name. Her name is just Lilith, and you look at her and you're like, yeah, that's a Lilith, and she screams, and it's just like, that's a Lilith. But Thackeray's a scary cat, but you came over today, and he, like, was at the front door waiting.
And I didn't even see him because our neighbor was outside, and I have social anxiety, so I ran in and didn't even realize that he was sitting waiting for me.
And he sometimes likes to run out of the house, too. So, like, when you opened it, like, I was like, is he just leaving? Because, like, he was just still, like, right there just
he'll
waiting.
just, like, what, run out and run back in?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
He'll run out because he's, like, a little curious cat, and I'll be like, oh my god, I heard a noise, I gotta go.
Like the trash truck.
Yeah, yeah.
Did not know that. That's so funny. No, if our cat got out, he was an indoor-outdoor before we took him in, he wouldn't come back. I don't think. I mean, he would, maybe, like, in a couple days, but we wouldn't know where he was for 3 days.
Yeah, we have, like, an above-ground deck that my mom, because I am an adult, but I still live with my mommy. It's a long story, but, you know, life do that to me.
It do be like that.
But we have an above-ground deck, and my mom will, like, let them out each day. So they just walk outside, and they just look around.
Yeah, they have their dedicated outside time.
Yeah. So sometimes I think Thackeray confuses that, and he's like, what if I went out front, too?
See, that explains it.
But, like, because the one, we did have, like, both of them each went and had, like, a little adventure, and we, like, were chasing after them, like, you know, come back here or whatever. But they both came back, and they're fine, thank God.
Yeah.
But since then, Thackeray, like, he'll just go out and, like, sometimes, like, because most of the time my mom, like, won't be able to catch him, like, as he's leaving, where I am, like, holding my foot firm, like, pushing him back by the neck with my foot, like, you're not leaving. But yeah, by the time my mom, like, goes to get him, he's already at the front door, like, looking like, let me in, please, I'm ready to come back. Because we have a storm door, so, like, that closes automatically, and then he'll just be like,
I regret this.
yeah, basically. Yeah.
They are so cute. And, like, they look really soft. I have not gotten to pet them yet because they're at the point where they will sniff my hand, but they're gorgeous cats. And my cat Raven, my precious, my child that I had to give up, she's also a black cat, which is something else we had in common for a good amount of years. But she will still always be my child. But yes. So that day, we listened to the podcast and we're like, we can do this. So I think a week or two later, I come over and we're like, so what do we want to call it? And we try and, okay, well, do we do it crafting based? Do we do it based on like what kind of fandoms we like? And then during the conversation, I think we both looked at each other, and after the fourth or fifth time of going, well, what do you want? I think it was Kat actually.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
I think you were saying we should just be like the People Pleasers podcast or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And I was like, and that's why our intro is, well, you're listening to like just two People Pleasers, because that's
that's just us.
At the end of the day, that's just us. You know, we're just here.
Yeah, because we like, and even we were like recently trying to think like, oh, what if we like crafted and had that at the video and stuff, and we were like, oh, well, we have to change the name.
Yeah.
But if we keep it as just two People Pleasers, we're just doing whatever.
Yeah,
whatever the people want.
Yeah.
And also questioning it constantly.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure the format of this will change, and it'll be video of something maybe.
Yeah, at some point.
Maybe sometime we'll do face video or video
reveal.
Yeah, a face reveal. But then I'll have to stop dressing like a 12-year-old boy, which is very upsetting for me.
And I'll have to stop dressing in about 3 different layers of different colors. It looks like I went into my grandma's closet and just picked out.
I was gonna say, it looks like you're a grandma and I'm your grandkid. I'm a 12-year-old boy and you're taking me out for a walk or something.
Oh, that's funny. You're wearing your college sweatshirt though, so.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I'm wearing shorts that I have from 4th grade, maybe.
Fair enough.
And then just a t-shirt and then a sweatshirt over it. And yeah, I do look like a 12-year-old boy, but my hair's down, so upper body, I'm a girl, I guess.
I thought when we started this, people have told me that I have a lower voice for a girl, and they were like, and now I'm going by Nick, and I was like, are people gonna ask like what my gender is?
Probably when I was 12. Like, I would keep my hair up all the time, and, like, I was on the track team, and the one kid was like, you look like a boy, or no, it was, if you cut your hair, you'd look like a boy, which that was the weirdest comment, and I was just like, okay, cool, and, like, he didn't mean it, like, as a bullying thing or anything, because we were, like, kind of, not friends, but friendly, like, we would talk and stuff, and, like, and then the track coach overheard that, and then she sent out an email with like, don't bully people, and use that as an example, and I was like, it wasn't even bullying, but okay. Yeah. It was a weird time.
See, people don't even get involved anymore. Like, if that happened today, it would just cause 10 times more bullying, I feel like. Yeah. Like, the teachers, they try to help, but let's... Yeah, let's help by broadcasting it to the entire school that this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, because, like, in grade school, I was bullied a lot. But I don't, like... Yeah, that's for another time.
Another time.
We could do a whole episode on just my 3rd grade. Not even, like, middle school or like... elementary school, no, just 3rd grade, because that was when my life turned for the worse. It made like a left turn, and just and then we kept going,
but then it turned back.
Kind of.
And now we're here, kind of.
It's like a slight right.
It's a formative year. I remember I had a best friend that was, I don't know if I would say she was goth or she just dressed in those. I don't know if you remember those bunny t-shirts.
Oh, yeah,
They had, like, the edgy, quote-unquote edgy for the time period phrases and stuff. That's, like, all she wore. And my mom was very concerned that I was going to become a depressed goth teenager. And so that was my 3rd grade. It's just me and her against the world.
See, I got called out by my computer teacher because because I went to a Catholic school from like kindergarten to 12th grade.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Like different schools and stuff, but like so we all had a uniform, and then sometimes we had dress down days, so like you only had to really have an outfit every once in a while. And I was wearing gauchos, and I guess they were out of style then, but I was still wearing them because they were comfy and they were safe. It was like a safe texture, so I was fine. And then the computer teacher was like, see, Kat wears that even though they're out of style. And I was like, what is happening? I'm just trying to live here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like she just called me out for no reason. And I came home that day and I was like, Mom, gauchos are out of style, I guess. I still wore them. I still wore them until they ripped, but...
Good for you. I'm proud of you. Because, like, I would have immediately taken them and thrown them away and been like, I can afford them again.
See, I didn't have many options, so I was like, I can't, or else I won't have pants.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So that's a window into our childhood there. So yes. So that's how we came to our name. And then I guess the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is
here.
just yapping.
The rest
history.
is current.
Yes.
The rest is now.
Yes. we want a platform to yap.
Absolutely.
And maybe other people like yapping.
Yeah.
Or listening to our yapping.
And relate and or ask us questions and leave cool comments so that we can do different segments.
Please.
On things and
please.
Yes. So if you like crafting, if you have a chronic illness, if you're also ADHD, if you got the ADHD, all the things, then you might like our podcast.
I also have endometriosis. And I got my gallbladder out.
Yeah.
I have a lot of medical problems. But yeah, so we gotta
on the ground we can
have a laundry list
Absolutely.
of things wrong with us.
We're trying to fit it all in one episode. But
we're just like, we'll just like do little
teasers.
Yeah.
About our life and
what do you want to know more about? Because I can yap about anything.
Oh my gosh, give us a topic. And we will be dedicating an entire episode to Sonic as well. So
yes, because
it's quite a time to live in. The amount of merch, I love it. Lord of the Rings is back in style. Yeah. Sonic is in,
He's back because the new movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Shadow's my favorite character, so I was very happy. We won't go into how happy I was, but I was very happy about the whole thing.
I was so happy for you too. I mean, I went to go see the movie in theaters, and it was amazing because you had seen it already.
Yeah.
And about every 5 to 10 minutes, I would get a look and be like, for reactions, and it was the best time. I had the best time, honestly. I hadn't been to the movies in a while before then, but yeah, it was cool. We took a selfie in front of the poster. It was one of our 6 pictures in 10 years, maybe. That's how you know, y'all, that you're besties with somebody.
Is if you don't have pictures together.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, what's their favorite color? I don't know.
I don't
the
know.
only reason we know is because it's the same color.
Yep.
Nick did forget the one time. She was like...
That was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, and I was like, it's the same color. She's like, oh, no.
I couldn't believe that's how much... You know, your brain sometimes... I don't know if anyone else out there, or just me. My brain will just take a file, like the episode of SpongeBob where, like, all of his brain just is on fire. My brain will just randomly trash important files.
I mean,
So
I don't know
one of them.
Favorite color is an important file.
Absolutely is. Because we're talking about how we're going to spend our Valentine's Day together. And because
we were each other's Valentine's,
absolutely,
of course.
and it was the best time ever. And she made me chocolate covered strawberries, and they were so yummy. And we went online to look at if there was any crochet projects we could do together, and there was one that I think it was 2 bunnies.
Yeah. And
I was like, so we make like one black one, one red one. She's like, Nick, both of our favorite colors are red. I felt horrible. I felt like the husband that forgets it's their anniversary.
Oh my god. It was not that big.
It was not that big a deal,
yeah.
but
yeah,
that's why our podcast is called just people pleasers, because in that moment I felt like I had forgotten her birthday. Like, that's what I felt like. So,
Yeah.
which brings us to my favorite segment, people pleasing of the week.
Yes. We wanted to include something. So in case we don't talk about people pleasing, we will have to at the end, of course.
And we would love to hear your people pleasing stories as well.
You know, it could be anything from, like, you know, you hit a door and say sorry to the door.
Yep, absolutely.
Or, you know, stuff like that. Would you like to go first, or should I go first?
I guess I shall.
Okay.
So this was pretty recently, of the week, so it was this week. It's President's Day. I don't know when this episode will be released, but President's Day was this week. And I went to the thrift store, which is my once a week habit. On Mondays they have a $1 sale. So I was there, and it was so busy. And with pots, with dissociating, I was just wanting to get in and out, find some treasures and leave. And every aisle I tried to go down, there was people. So instead of being a normal human being and saying, excuse me, and like gently just brushing past people, I was determined in my head that I had to start a conversation with each individual person before I was, quote unquote, allowed to pass them. So I was trying to come up with ways to talk. And some of these ladies did not want anything to do with me. And I was like trying to be like, oh, well, so weather's nice, huh? Or, oh, how do you spend your holiday? Or, it's really busy today, isn't it? And I could barely find parking in the parking, you know, like stuff that,
Yeah.
I don't know, because I felt like I just needed to say that. And there was one girl about my age that I was like, oh, that's a really pretty shirt you're looking at. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize it'd be so busy. And then I remembered it was a holiday. Everyone has off work. And I found out that Wednesday that was the daughter of somebody I go to Bible study with. She's like, my daughter ran into you at the thrift store the other day. And I was like, that's how much I was just surviving.
But hey, at least you're doing the nice thing of making conversations instead of just being like, excuse me, out of my way. Just imagine.
I need to get to that dress right there. You're in front of it and I need it. No. But like, I could have been, you know, normal and just been, excuse me, can I get through? But no, I would, not go down an aisle if there was more than one person.
That's me. In every store.
Absolutely.
Anytime. I'm just like, okay, I don't need it. Whatever
right?
I
it is.
needed in an aisle, I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, no. Because then I'm bothering two people instead of one.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, I had to, like, go past the one person and make a whole conversation, make them feel seen and valued before I was allowing myself to go and get whatever it was I was looking at. So that gives you a window into my level of people pleasing.
Yeah, it's
the time.
Yeah. I mean, I probably, you know, I'm not extroverted enough to be doing conversations.
Fair enough.
I would just avoid the aisle entirely. But I understand.
I guarantee you would not have gone down a single aisle in that store. There was
Yeah.
one person in every single spot.
I'd just be like, gotta go. I'm out of here.
Fair enough. You would have seen the parking lot and gone,
Oh,
nope.
yeah, I wouldn't have even parked. I would have been like, I gotta go.
I had to sit and wait for people to donate their things.
Oh, no.
And then one older lady had to, like, slowly back out and move before I was able to take her parking space. So,
Oh, no.
it was.
But
it was a time.
That one that you go to, it doesn't have a lot of parking to begin with.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's on like a busy highway and it's kind of small,
but still. So
So
my
yes.
people pleasing of the week is a little different. It has to do with my cat, Thackeray, because he's a person to me. I love him.
He's got the biggest personality.
They both do, and yeah, but like you would think that the girl would be, oh, I'm just a cute little girl. Hi, I'm just a baby.
No.
And then the boy would be like, what's up? But no, it's the opposite.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Thackeray's a little baby, and he had to go to the vet for something, and then we brought him home, and like that day and then the day after, instead of crocheting,
Again, remember the rule. Hook goes down. It's important. Call
another
earlier.
shirt, another merch item.
There we go.
But so instead of crocheting, I laid on the couch so that we could cuddle,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a very happy boy, and he's just so cute, because like when you go to cuddle with him, he'll go on his back, and he's just
Yeah.
like a dead possum, but he's so happy,
Oh.
and he's purring, and he's just like, oh, I love you. Yeah, he's a cutie.
He is.
But yeah, but so I stopped crocheting for my boy.
I mean, I feel like you would do that for me too. If I
yes.
just came back from the hospital, I feel like you would stop crocheting.
Yes. Yeah.
For me, for a day. Maybe not 2.
With a cat, it's 2.
It's 2 days. And then it was like, I can't do this anymore. The 3rd day came around, and you were like, when we started recording, I even said, like, I feel like my hands are empty. Like, we're wasting precious crochet time. Not wasting. This is a very valuable thing we're doing here. But we're blessing the world with our rambling.
With our yapping.
But hopefully, I think you mentioned it in the beginning of the podcast or of the episode, that we would maybe include some kind of video footage.
Now, how do you end a podcast? We spent maybe an hour trying to figure out how to get this podcast right and everything, but we didn't even talk about ending.
We didn't. Well,
and we have to leave this part in too, of just how do we end?
What are they gonna think of us?
Because it's you could just be all right, see you next time, bye, or you could just not even say bye, and it's just boop, 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 we done.
Yeah, and then randomly you're just gonna hear the audio cut out and be like, wait, did I miss the end of the podcast? No. Our podcast never ends. There's no ending. It goes on forever. Well, we would love to know what you guys think.
If you like it.
Yeah, if you made it this far, then you definitely found something enjoyable about listening to us yap for almost an hour.
Or whatever video I put up there.
Fair enough.
It could be my cats. It could be Duolingo coming out of his coffin on repeat. It's a 9-second video. It just keeps coming out.
In the comments. And any questions you guys have, or any breaking news you'd like us to cover in future episodes.
Yeah.
We're not going to say to smash that like button, because we want you to be polite to the like button.
Yeah.
And just
click it.
Just click it lightly. Just
yeah. Or people pleasing the imaginary button,
absolutely.
the inanimate thing that has no feelings, but we want to make sure that it feels loved.
We do. And we hope that you guys also like podcast. Did we do good, guys? Was it okay?
Yeah. Was this good? Please let us know. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, bye.